Hello, I'm Mayor Cathy Carlat. The last 7 days have been quite unusual, and for many people in our community, quite difficult. For that reason, I want to take a minute to check in and say thank you. This pandemic has changed each of our lives in ways that many of us never imagined, and I've seen residents and businesses step up in incredible ways for the benefit of the greater good. And none of it has been easy. Everyone is feeling the effects and damage of this worldwide pandemic. Despite the challenges, families, friends, and neighbors are finding ways to support one another and working hard to make the best of this trying time. And I want each of you to know how much I appreciate everything that you have done and all that you continue to do. I am proud to be the mayor of not only a great city, but a great city with heart. Since Governor Ducey's announcement last Wednesday, I've heard from thousands of residents with strong feelings. I appreciate your input, which began the moment the governor granted authority to mayors to decide if masks should be worn in public. We're still receiving a number of questions, and I thought it might be helpful to provide some clarity. First, let's address the topic of masks. Like each of you, I learned of the governor's authorization from his press conference. And since local governments don't have health departments, we had to convene quickly to determine next steps for our city. Of course, as with any city ordinance or policy, it was important to gather input from residents, business leaders, council members, city leadership, and of course, the city attorney. While many people wanted an immediate decision, I wanted the right decision. This is a serious health and safety matter with blurred lines between the responsibility of individuals and their government. I take my responsibility as your mayor very seriously, and when we are talking about impacting the lives of more than 180,000 Peoria residents, it must be inclusive and well-informed to ensure a fair, balanced, and smart policy. I believe this describes the final result, which is the fourth proclamation under the City of Peoria Declaration of Emergency. Since finalizing the proclamation last Friday, I've received a number of questions, and I'll take a moment to address the top two here. First, how long will I be required to wear a mask? While I would like to be looking at COVID-19 in the rearview mirror as much as everyone else, the reality is that it continues to spread in Arizona and specifically in Peoria, with no clear date in sight for its decline. Our directive aligns with the recommendations of public health officials, and with no vaccine in place, we must rely on the only tool we have, which is prevention. We will continue to monitor national, state, and county health organizations to ensure we are obtaining the most up-to-date information available, and we will communicate as quickly as possible when their guidance changes. Enforcement is number 2 on the list of top questions. Just like with any other laws and ordinances in place, I trust Peoria residents to follow these directives and to do the right thing. Our goal is compliance through education, first and foremost. Having said that, disregard for the governor's executive orders and the city's ordinances are subject to the penalties set forth in Arizona statute and Peoria City Code. Also, please remember that our 911 system is designed for emergencies only. To ensure we don't overwhelm this system, please call our helpline to report mask violations. It's hard to believe how much our lives have changed in the last 4 months. For those of you who have experienced the devastating effects of COVID-19 firsthand, my heart and prayers are with you. For those of you who have poured your blood, sweat, and tears into your business and who are continuing to work hard to keep your doors open and keep your employees and customers safe, I commend your commitment. Your strength and determination are a true testament to the American will to overcome adversity and succeed. As we move forward, I want every Peoria resident to know that I've heard you. I appreciate that you took the time to share your thoughts, and I wish you and your family health and wellness. In times such as these, it is my hope that we find a little solace in the simple and wise adage handed down to us through the ages. This too shall pass.